All right, welcome to the third episode of Trash Talk, where the topic is trash and the people are garbage. And it's me, your host Han, and today we have a very special guest, as you all know it. Me, myself, and I. It's only myself today. That's the special guest. So yeah, let's get right back. Let's get right to the first topic, which is Hyperscape, a brand new battle royale from Ubisoft. As you all know it, since PUBG, which is the PlayerUnknown's Battleground, came out, there's been battle royale after battle royale after battle royale. Like it's like crazy, like non-stop coming, and you know, like after PUBG, Fortnite took the top place for the best battle royale. Well, the most popular, not necessarily the best, but like the most popular one, which is yeah, Fortnite. And then after that, Apex Legends came out, which is basically a Titanfall universe. It's an EA, it's a battle royale from EA, and they released it in Origin, and everybody starts playing it, because it has like similar feel with how do you say with Titanfall, and it was like smooth running, and each character has ability, stuff like that. It has like the unique jump pads and everything. So yeah, now and then right after that, another one came out from Activision, which is the Call of Duty one, Warzone, another battle royale, which has the really unique after death mini game, basically a one-on-one where you can have a chance to live again for that game, and your teammates can buy you back. It has a shop system in the game, and now Ubisoft comes out with a new battle royale, which is Hyperscape. And in the trailer, at least, it emphasizes on mostly all the verticality of it, where people just go up from the roof, whether, like, I guess because in places such as Call of Duty, when people get up to a building and they can just camp there and be basically almost invincible and they get vantage point on everyone else. And it's when you're up there, you can just shoot people down, before they can come into your building, you can shoot them. Even Fortnite is a little bit that way. Before people build as tall as you, or if you're in a mountain, you get such a huge positional advantage compared to your enemies, right? So yeah, in this one, Ubisoft decided to go in the direction of more verticality. So everybody is on the roof. There are jump pads everywhere. Uh, you get two weapons and two abilities, and the abilities are basically another type of loot, and it's not like Apex Legends where it's decided on the character that you pick in the in the start of the game, basically. And yeah, so when you can loot and then you can just get more stuff around, and you can upgrade them. So if you collect the same item, it basically upgrades your item, so it's kind of fuses, and they call the abilities hacks. So these hacks can also be upgraded, and your weapon can also be upgraded, both of them, right? So there's another unique thing that they're adding. The abilities so far that I've seen are like armor, basically like a blink, like a teleport forward in like a distance, and then a ground pound where you can jump really high at first, and then you ground pound anywhere, like in your proximity. And then there's like a ball armor where you turn into a ball and like just go rampant, and like it basically protects you from shots. There are also the wall, yeah, like you just build a huge wall in front of you basically to block people from shooting you, or so people can lose track of you when they're chasing you and things like that. There's also invisibility, where you turn invisible for a short while. Yeah, I think that's all that I remember from watching some streams and like some videos in YouTube and Twitch, right? And yeah, it's interesting where it's lootable and it's upgradable. But another thing that makes it stands out, and I think the best part of it, in my opinion, compared to every other battle royale out there, is the end game, and the closing of circle in other games, which is like the storm or anything else. So when they close the map, like they have specific sections, throughout the game where it's the play area basically from outside, and you can't stay in the outside world because outside the circle because it will damage your character's health. And like when it damages your character's health, basically you're gonna lose, right? And here also when it closes, not just that you will lose health, but basically the buildings decay and like they disappear. So if you stay too long, you can't just have this heal battle. I've seen this happen in PUBG a lot, where in the end game people just keep healing and healing, and whoever has the most heal basically wins because the storm doesn't hurt them as much, or like everybody else doesn't have healing, and when they don't have healing, they go in the open and they can be shot very easily and things like that. So it decays and like literally the landscape disappears, and like nobody can just hide and heal and wait for them to win. That's one thing of the end game. And the second end game is that they have this King of the Hill mechanics where you get a crown. So like this crown basically is like you get it and you keep it, right? And if you hold the crown, it doesn't take any item space, but like if you held the crown, I think for about 45 seconds, something like that, you basically win the game. And like basically this encourages people to hunt you down and have a more proactive stuff instead of just hiding and wait for people to come out. So whoever, it's a high risk, high reward thing, but also it keeps the game active where you collect it and people can't just hide, they need to chase you down or they will lose. And the same thing to you, right? You can't just hide. You need to chase that person who has the crown, or you need to be the first one to get the crown so that you can run around with it for 45 seconds with your teammates supporting you. So yeah, that's also like the different thing, and like I feel like the best thing that they've done is the end game to make it not stale. Yeah. There's also other things like when you die, you become like a spectator instead, and you can get respawn after someone die. They will drop a spawn beacon where your teammate, and like you need to walk there as the spectator, and your teammate will revive you and like regenerate new body, right? So that's also quite interesting. It's not that much of a difference, but it's a different thing. They're trying to innovate at least, right? Instead of there's tons of PUBG and like Fortnite copies out there. Like literally, if you could just go to Steam store or like Android even like in your phone, there's so many copies of PUBGs and uh, Fortnite, things like that. And it's like at least Ubisoft is trying to be different and trying to set themselves apart from everyone else in terms of Battle Royale. And from what I've seen, it works. There's also like the stream. If a streamer streams the game while they're playing, there are like this mini event that can occur where the viewers can just, they can basically vote on three events. So there are things such as like extra health, there's extra jump, there are also like low gravity is the I think one of the most common that I've seen. So the audience, the viewers of that stream, whoever is streaming the game, will vote it, and then they basically just happen after the voting ends within like 1 minute, and then the event happens. So like there's some a little bit of a a more of a random element, other than the loot and you know everything else. So let's say if you're in the air and the low gravity starts, then you're basically fucked, right? You just get shot in the air, like you can't do anything. But yeah, that's another different thing that they're adding for this battle royale. How successful it is, I'm not sure, but it is different, and it seems quite fun from what I've seen in like the streams. So someone actually like commented or like typed out in the chat of the stream that I watched was like, "Oh, this reminds them of Quake," and yeah, I agree actually. So for those of you who doesn't know what Quake is, it's like this arena shooter. So it's all about like, or like if you see nowadays, it's more like Doom. If you see Doom, it's just like this super high really fast-paced, shooter where you just jump around and like, pick up the weapon and like shoot your enemy, jump here, jump there, blink there, It's like this really fast-paced shooter, like an arena shooter, It's all about your aim and the movement, like how quick you can outpace the opponent instead of, pure aim skill or just run and like shoot or camp, stuff like that. Like this is literally just a really fast-paced battle royale, which I see it's working that they're trying to be different. Like it is literally really fast-paced, and like every time people will just get action, again and again. Like even if even if you try to camp out something, like let's say someone died and they become a spectator, they can find you and like basically try to end you. And when the circle close, you must move. You can't just like delay it a little bit, loot a little bit outside, this happened. And like I have personally played all of the except Call of Duty Warzone. So Fortnite, Apex Legends, and PUBG, I've played them before. And every all of them has their own unique stuff. So the most recent one basically being Apex Legend, right? The one that I played. And yeah, like Apex Legend, you can sometimes delay, the storm, and then it's like, the storm is not that painful at first, and then you just like kind of loot around and stuff like that, take your time, and yeah, basically, like the storm doesn't mean much, where here, the storm can actually mean a lot, especially even if, especially when there's no landscape after after the storm officially closes. It's called decay, like everything decayed. And yeah, basically you're out in the open and you're losing health is like such a huge disadvantage compared to a lot of the other stuff, a lot of the other battle royale. Sure, like when you're outside the circle, you're basically in a positional disadvantage, but sometimes it doesn't really matter as long as you just kind of kill them, right? You still have all the covers, you still have all your weapons, your health decays like really little, and like if you just push back and then it's like no problem. But here it's almost impossible to push back when the storm closed or like the circle closed, because literally you have no cover and you're just out in the open and people just gonna shoot you. You have no cover like at all. Like in Fortnite you can build, but I think in Fortnite, even if you're in the storm, like outside the circle, you can't really build. But I'm not really sure about that. But again, yeah, how famous it will be, you really not sure, to be honest. It's just we'll just see how it goes. It seems fun, but it's still in the beta also, and I feel like people are getting a little bit sick of Battle Royale. I feel like, but I'm not sure because I haven't been playing it myself. I've been only playing Valorant lately for shooter game, and I really like Valorant because I miss basically I just gonna miss my high school days where I used to play with my friends a lot of this Counter Strike type shooter. I don't know if any of you have played it before, but there's this game called Sudden Attack, which is a free to play shooter. It was a freaking scam, not gonna lie. Like you need to rent the guns, and like you can't buy the gun during the game. Like you buy the gun like outside the game, and you go in with basically one gun, and like you can switch it up in like in between rounds if you rented the gun. So like they sell you for like 3 days or like 7 days or like 1 month and shit like that. And the good ones, if you know the sniper in Counter-Strike Op, is like the one shot, one kill to the chest or like basically the upper body area. And like in Sudden Attack, it was like you need to buy it with real money, with real cash, which is bullshit. But yeah, that was like my high school days, and yeah, I kind of miss the Counter-Strike type, the 5v5 tactical shooter, you know. Like there is Siege, but Siege is really different compared to Counter Strike, right? Like they're both tactical, and some might say like Siege is more realistic and things like that. But come on, let's be honest. There's like this hologram, ability, and there's one guy who has like this interrogation stuff, But yeah, it's everybody's preference, right? If you like Siege, then yeah, you go ahead. like it's different games and it will attract some different audiences, right? Even Counter-Strike and Valorant has huge, different audience, I feel like, because people who like Counter-Strike will stick to Counter-Strike, I understand because a lot of people say Valorant doesn't look as appealing, and I kind of agree. But personally, for me, it's not a problem because I've been playing shitty graphic games, basically, like non-realistic or whatever you want to call it, like cartoonish or whatever. Like to me, graphic is not that much of a problem as long as it runs smooth and I like playing it, basically. So that's on the topic of games, I feel like. And now, yeah. Okay, so like the next topic I'm gonna talk about is about streaming world, right? Ninja and Shroud specifically. Like these two, they took the Mixer deal and Mixer went down and they cash out, right? So they got like at least the sources or whatever on Reddit and Twitter, stated that Ninja got like 30 million and Shroud got 10 million, right? At least that's what this sources, whatever whoever it is, on Twitter. This guy Slasher has sources and stuff, and like he never revealed the sources, of course. But then yeah, it's like 10 million and 30 million, and they decided not to continue with Facebook because Mixer is merging with Facebook, and it's understandable because maybe they want better streaming environment instead of like this boring place where they're like forced to stream hours upon hours with like no audience basically, where they used to get like tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands maybe back in the days, right, when they were on Twitch. But then again, yeah, they cashed out basically, and now everybody is like wondering where will they go. And I was predicting YouTube, and I was kind of right, uh, especially for Ninja at least, because Ninja actually streamed on YouTube. A lot of people say just a test stream. I don't know what it is, but like I predicted that at least they will go to YouTube, like because I feel like YouTube has more capital compared to Twitch. Yeah, sure, Twitch is under Amazon, but YouTube has been like a pioneer of video streaming, right? Just in general, had this platform for a long time. You know, Even without the live streaming, they had major like basically capital and like gains from all these YouTubers because they start really early and they optimize everything really well. I feel like compared to Twitch, like if I watch an HD video on YouTube compared to Twitch, like the buffering or like I mean live stream, so live stream on YouTube and live stream on Twitch, when my internet, let's say it slowed down a little bit, like YouTube will always load it smoothly compared to Twitch. So that's why I felt like YouTube is a pioneer a little bit in the streaming world. And now they're also adding like the what is it called, the supporter, which is basically subscriber in Twitch. Here in YouTube is supporter. You can join. Same thing, like $5. There's like tier one, tier two, tier three, and you get like emotes, you get icons, and whatever stuff. And yeah, basically Twitch already had like too many. I feel like they had too many deals to that they already secured. So I feel like they have less of a capital. Like I heard like something like Pokimane and also like Doctor Disrespect, and like others. I think like Tim the Tatman, Summit, people like this, Doctor Lupo, all these people. I feel like they've had a deal with Twitch, and I feel like Twitch can't afford anymore, especially after deal with Ninja and Shroud. They collected like 30 million and 10 million. I don't think Twitch can afford any more like that, especially after all the scandals. Ninja had gotten like, like literally a porn video got played in his stream before, right? Like not his stream, his channel after he left. And like, he still have a brand there. And like Twitch would play like random streams on his channel because people would come into his stream randomly just to check, his old fans that doesn't go to Mixer. They will go to like his channel just randomly and like they literally play porn there. So I understand Ninja, and like especially Ninja not wanting to go back to Twitch, and also a lot of the scandals, like the sex allegation stuff. like one of the Twitch executive even, I think the community manager or something like that, got accused of it, and like there has been nothing, and now like Dr. Disrespect got banned, and still no reason whatsoever, no no public statement whatsoever, and it's like it's really confusing. So nobody was what happened there, and again, that's why I think Ninja and Shroud will go to YouTube, right? And Ninja did stream on YouTube, but it doesn't mean that he had a deal yet with YouTube, because the rumor is that he won't stream exclusively, you know, from all this esports news that I watch. Basically, Ninja won't stream exclusively just to one platform, and he wants to do it in multiple. Or maybe if it's like one platform, he wants something secure. So maybe this stream was like a test, how many audience he will get after his brand relaunch, basically. So maybe this is also something like, I've talked with my friend before. Mm, maybe this is like a way for Ninja to prove himself before he signed a contract, and like he wants to, sweeten the deal a little bit. Like he wants to up the deal, and he wants to show that how many audiences that he can bring by going to YouTube or Twitch. So basically, he maybe decided on YouTube like how much he will get, how many viewers he'll get, and like, you know maybe this he will use this to bargain to both, maybe not even only to YouTube or only to Twitch, like maybe to both, like we never know. So it's like once he stream, people say that, no, Ninja himself tweeted that he peaked at around 164K. Well, not peaked, but he reached that level. Maybe he peaked more, I don't know, but that's like a lot, man. Even in in Twitch days, his average, I think, around like 50K. Maybe he got to 80K or something like that. But like he came back and he streamed on YouTube, and it was 164K. 164,000 is like, damn, it's just a lot. Like a lot of people. So when he streamed and he got that many people watching it, right? This means like he proved himself to Twitch and uh YouTube, or maybe only YouTube, I don't know. But yeah, basically he just proved himself, hey, I'm a big deal, and you know if you want me, you need to sweeten the deal a little bit for me, and yeah, I think it works. And maybe I think they're still in discussion, of course. I don't know what happened to Shroud though. I don't know if Shroud and Ninja are working together to get like both of them into the same platform, or the non-exclusive deal for both platforms. I don't know, but uh, at least for Ninja, he proved himself, and I bet he'll get a sweet deal out of it after he proved himself that he got 164K just like that. I think he only streamed about 2 hours, and that's what he got. So yeah, Shroud, have no idea. Because the reason I said maybe they will do both of them at the same time, because both of them are under the same entertainment agency, if I'm not mistaken, which is why both of them had the same representative representing them after the mixer shut down, and that's how they got cashed out, because you know they both discussed with the agency, obviously, and they decided not want to extend it to Facebook. Even rumor that Facebook even wanted to double the deal. Double means like 60 million for Ninja, and almost 20 million for Shroud. Maybe to sweeten it, maybe he was gonna get like 30 million. I don't know, but yeah, streaming is, when, I mean, anything actually, if you're up there, is, but especially entertainment industry is just nuts when it comes to all the dollars. Well, yeah, there are other stuff also that makes crazy dollars when you're at the top, but the one that, at least what we know now, Ninja and Shroud are making top dollars. by making these deals, and they're still discussing up until today. I think it's been about more than 3 weeks now since the mixer shut down, right? I don't know, has it been a month? I don't think so. But yeah, they got sweet deal, and now we just gonna wait, where they're gonna go. We're not sure yet, but so far Ninja, it seems like, leaning towards YouTube or the non-exclusive deal. And if they're both gonna do non-exclusive deal, you know, Shroud, I mean, and Ninja both do that, I think they'll be pretty good. They get cash money from both sides, and they can stream wherever they want, at least in the two platforms. It would be like, damn, that's sweet, man. That's some amazing shit that they got. Okay, here's an interesting topic. Friend zone, right? Yeah, friend zone is pretty interesting. Is there such thing as friend zone? What do you guys think? Well, I think, yeah, sure, there is. But a lot of the stuff, a lot of the friend zone also are not real. What I mean is that they're friend zone that people make stuff up, as in they were not even friend in the first place. Yeah, or like they will never be friend with whatever. Okay, so because I'm a guy, so I'm just gonna talk from, you know, I'm a heterosexual guy, so I'm gonna talk from a heterosexual guy perspective, obviously. So here's the thing. A lot of people say friend zone as in, like, they become nice, they be nice with this girl, and then, buy her presents and stuff every time, and he doesn't make his move, and then suddenly one day he decided to confess. It's like, hey, I like you, I've done a lot of stuff for you, I helped you this, I helped you that, and they've been friends for a long time. And they think they're in friend zone and they want to get out of it, right? And suddenly the girl says like, no, I feel like you're like a brother to me, or like you're just a friend. And they're like, oh man, what the hell? Why am I stuck in why people keep friend zoning me, or a girl keep friend zoning me, right? But the thing is, it's not the girl that friend zones him, and the thing is, he didn't make the situation clear from the start. Sure, there are moments where you need to get closer with the girl before asking her out and stuff. But when you didn't make it clear, and you seem like you make it like your friend with her just to be her boyfriend or something, most of the time it's not gonna work, because you never make a move, and like all your gestures seems like a friend gesture, because after you've done it a couple of times but you keep doing it instead of confessing, it feels like, oh, you're just a friendly guy that likes to help me, and like to give me stuff because you're a good friend. So in her mind, that thing basically is already burned into her mind, like you are a friend, you're a good friend, and even like maybe best friend. you know sure, there's also a chance that she may not be attracted to you in the first place, but then you can avoid wasting your time or being stuck in the friend zone per se from the start. After like 2 3 weeks, make sure you get to know her, but you don't need to buy her present and stuff. And if she finds you attractive, you and the thing is, people find you attractive by just being confident and be comfortable with yourself. And people say it's like, oh, just be yourself and people don't like you. And the thing is, maybe your personality is shit also. I don't know, right? I don't know you. It's like, maybe you don't have a good personality and you don't know what to talk about. But the most important thing is being comfortable and be confident. And confident is comfortable. And yeah, I think I've talked about this before, but yeah, you need to be confident, and like you need to be comfortable. And if you are not comfortable, then the other person won't be comfortable, right? And they just see you basically not wanting her to be like her partner, like her girlfriend or something, right? So that's the thing. You need to be comfortable, confident, and you need to make a move. relatively quickly. Like I feel like 3 weeks is like a good amount, after being friends with her and you feel like you keep going out with her and you have good chemistry, then, that's the time. But if you just keep being nice to her, it's like, oh yeah, it's like I like you're really pretty, it's like you want, then you buy her chocolates and stuff, and that's all you do, but you're not actually bonding with her, you don't actually like when you go with to dinner with her and like lunch, you don't really talk that well, and you know basically she likes another guy maybe. If it's like that, then why bother, you know what I mean? But if you didn't state your intention quite relatively quickly, within a few weeks, I feel like then the girl will just set you as her friend, and basically nothing much. And yeah, that's about it. Yeah, there are also friend zone where the girl is just not attracted to you, and yeah, just not attracted to you, and there's nothing you can do about that. So when a girl is not attracted to you, it's like you are not attracted to another person. Like let's say there's the girl that you're not attracted to, and she just keeps saying she likes you. It's like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna date her? No, right? And it's the same thing with the girl. The girl doesn't is not attracted to you, so you need to just you shoot your shot, and then she shot you down, and you need to move on and keep going out. And this is the thing, right? You can't, if you need more shot and you say like, oh, this girl's the perfect girl, and like she's the only one for me and stuff, well, you're not the one for her, that's just plain simple. And if you're obsessed with just this one girl and you feel like this one girl is the only one you can date, well, I feel like you're wrong, and you need to change that mindset, because most of the time when there's chemistry between two-person, it's much better instead of just one-sided, right? Like a one-sided love per se, so to say, because yeah, there are other girls out there, like, trust me in this, because the thing is you need to go out more. You can't just be around the same person again and again and hoping to find one. And okay, I'll give you an example, like celebrity, or a YouTuber, or whatever, like a streamer, right? So most of these people, when you see, like, maybe it feels like they always have attractive significant other or something like that, but they will always have one. And maybe in your mind the first thing that comes out, yeah, because they're rich, right? So they can just get whatever girl or guy they want. But that's not, I feel like that's not the main reason. And I read this somewhere in Reddit also, but I agree with it, and I have felt that way before. The main reason is also because they are confident and they're comfortable with themselves. This is because they're used to being in front of camera, in front of thousands of people, literally, that they're watching them, and they just do whatever they want. And when you're confident and comfortable, the other person becomes comfortable and confident. you know you become your best self when you are comfortable in a comfortable environment. You do whatever you like. When you're at home, you do whatever you like, and because nobody's watching you, right? Because you're comfortable, but you need to be comfortable with the other person that you like too. And that's where the thing is, in YouTuber, is that what they're also confident, and the reason they become famous, right? Because they are dedicated with themselves. They work hard. Like, you don't know, these people actually has tons of work ethic to reach that position, to reach that level. Let's say you can just see PewDiePie, you know Sure, like, you watch his videos, what the hell is it? It's just some meme review or Reddit review or whatever video he was watching, like Dr. Phil, or this 90 days, what is it called? Fiance or whatever. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, it's mostly like just reaction videos and stuff nowadays, at least. But can you look back, like, how many years he's been there? Like, he's consistent and hardworking to the point that Every time his content is different, he always change it up. It was gameplay, and then it was horror gameplay, then there was Happy Wheels, and then there was other stuff. He was doing some YouTube projects, PewDiePie, but every day he's doing something, and he's doing something to boost his career, you know? And like he uploads like literally every day for like a constant hundreds of days. Not a lot of people can do that, and people get burned out, and yeah, sometimes he take breaks, and it's good. But the consistency that he does, the work ethic, and I'm sure he has goals. Like, even if you see now his body, literally like it's made, man. It's like it's built. It's freaking good. Like, he has abs and he has muscles on his arms. So like you can see that his work ethic is no joke, and girls like when people have ambition. Like, not just girls, even guys like girls who have ambitions, and that's attractive. So they have actually a lot of attractive qualities to them, besides the confident, besides you know, the aspiring, they have really inspiring ambitions that they radiates out. Basically, like, people can feel that this guy is passionate about something, you know what I mean? And yeah, maybe, and he's funny also on his videos. Some of the videos are really funny. Of course, not every time, but he's also funny, and I feel like when people find him funny also, even if like literally he has 100 million subscribers, you know, at least 1 million people finds him funny. And this is the very last point that's like really important, to be honest. This is the most important thing that you need to know about finding a partner, right? Is exposure. It's exposure to people. And the celebrities, why I want to use celebrities as an example, is because how much exposure they get when they upload a video or when they stream. This is the thing. It's exposure, because if you don't meet new people, then you can't meet new girl, right? Or new partner, whatever you are. Because you don't meet new people, you don't find new chemistry, you don't find new bonds, then you can't find anyone. But the more you find people, the more chances you get on getting a new partner. It's that simple. And with streamers and celebrities, they're exposed to millions of people. And out of these millions, as I said, at least some of them, a lot of them that are their fans will find them funny, right? And some of them will want to date him or her. But in case of PewDiePie, it's been like a really long lasting relationship. But let's say there are other streamers that are single, right? But when they're exposed to the internet like that, they'll have more people that are interested in them, that finds them funny, that finds them attractive, and naturally, among these people that finds them attractive wants to date them. And sure, some of them may want just the money, but there will be a chance that it's genuine, is a genuine chemistry with the guy, and there's a higher chance for that. Sure, it's maybe it's harder to filter out when you're that famous, but what I'm saying is that it's the same. That's the same thing that applies to you, basically. You get more exposure if you meet more new people every time. There's more chances that you'll find someone that finds you funny, right? Because you've met so many people. Then you go to so many social gatherings, there will be someone that finds you funny, maybe like even really funny, I don't know, and find your ambition, really attractive, finds you really passionate about something, especially when you're confident and comfortable around them, they like it. And one day, after exposing yourself, I mean, like exposing some, I guess, after meeting so many people, right? After meeting so many people, uh one day you'll find someone that basically likes you back, and it's that simple. So that's why I say that you shouldn't get pinned on one person, because you may not only like, for sure, you will not only like this one person. And if you keep, trying to find new people every time, find new adventure, get out of your comfort zone every time, you never know. You may find new passion, you may find new hobbies. You can just walk around town, and like maybe you go to a coffee shop and you meet someone. I don't know, but the more you basically kind of advertise yourself, letting people know that you exist, that's where things will happen. that's where you can find your partner. It's not, you know, because the more people you find, there's more chance that someone like who you are, you know, because if you see, all the entertainers, all the YouTubers and streamers, they're all like majorly different from each other. And somewhat, you may like one person more than the other, but there are a lot of people out there and some have different tastes than you. And that's just human. So yeah, don't give up, even if it's you got shut down, it's fine and you can just find another one and there's no problem. Yeah, and finding someone is basically a little bit of luck. But yeah, you can increase that chance by meeting more people. And that's it. Don't give up, don't get pinned on one person and just keep making new friends, meeting new people, and it's all good. I know I'm repeating myself like 50 times here, but seriously, that's it. That's all you gotta do. And I hope you'll find someone one day, just like me. So, see, thank you for listening and see ya.